treacherous frontier. These are the voyages of the channel Downsize It. Its continuing mission to explore strange new genres, to seek out new games and new player communities, to boldly go where no nerd has gone before.
Greetings, my name is Ben, aka Downsize It, and I am here at Final Boss Games with Admiral Bodhi for another game of Star Trek Into the Unknown, and trying some new things with this game, trying out some new interactions. Bodhi, he has not tried the Dominion yet, so we wanted to play them. And we are doing a full game because I'm using the new sway mechanic. For those that aren't aware, they did release the sway rules. They updated the PDF. Unfortunately, there was no major announcement. Somebody just figured it out. But so I wanted to try out sway. So I had Kalar and Worf in my core officer group, and to be able to then sway in a bird of prey, and to try that out. We also both did a lot of kind of quote-unquote underbidding of our core officers to do like transfer officers in and upgrades. I really underbid, and the two transfer officers I drew were Deanna Troi and Beverly Crusher. Not the ones I was wanting, but I was like, you know what, I'll just go with it. And so I had to kind of change my strategy where I put my officers on the ships and everything. So my Commodore is actually Dr. Crusher, because she's my highest ranked person. But I have her on the Bird of Prey, so my Bird of Prey is technically my flagship. Okay. Which is interesting. But two new missions. Oh, I don't know if we played them on the channel before, but new to Bodhi for sure. And Bodhi's getting better feel for the game.
I'm trying to.
Yep. And I'll be interested to see what your strategy is this time, or if you're just going to go balls in and just kill everything.
Well, that didn't work so well for me last time. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. But as I was telling them earlier, the nice thing about the Dominion, they have a way to be able to flip to combat if they start trailing. So
maybe I won't be in like the negative points.
Right. Yes.
Just be like,
that's the hope at least. So, all right. Well, coming up next, I'll go over the Overture and the Situation, and then our officer corps and fleets and initial officer setups, etc. And then after that, we'll be back for the start of round 1.
Chief Medical Officer's Log. While the Enterprise was docked at Starbase 74 for the crew to enjoy a measure of shore leave, we received word from Ambassador Kalar of a Dominion incursion into a sector bordering both Federation and Klingon space. This sector has been undergoing civil unrest for several months and is ripe for upheaval. Kalar fears the Dominion is attempting to exploit this situation. She has proposed a joint operation to intercept the Dominion and attempt to secure the sector under Federation Klingon influence. Although the Enterprise is understaffed, I decided to accept Kalar's proposal, requisition an old frigate docked at the starbase, and ordered our joint task force to intercept the incoming Dominion forces. For the Overture, we have Show the Flag, where combat and diplomacy will start in the comm status for directives, and the exploration directive starts as hostile. We will be in a helix system, and there will be 4 physical objectives on the board that are rally points with capacity of 2. For the special mission action, we have Pontificate, which can take place at the instrument station. Units at comms range of an objective without a friendly control marker can test command plus discipline rerolling instruments, difficulty 2, or difficulty 3 if an opposing team is on the obstacle. If you succeed, and there is no opposing objective marker, then you place your own control marker and score a victory token. And if there was an opposing marker, you replace it. If there was no opposing objective marker and you scored a breakthrough success in addition, you gain another victory token. The complication will trigger when all of the objectives have control markers on them or the end of round 3, whichever happens first, and then each player will score for each objective marker they control. For the situation, we have anomalous objects. There will be 6 anomalies placed on the board that have capacity to. Special action will be at the instrument station or at the medical bay researching the objects. Test science plus culture, rerolling instruments, difficulty 3. Success gains you an advantage, and then you may expose the anomaly with various different potentials listed here on the screen. For the Federation Corps officers, I chose to go with Worf, Kalar, Redoubtable Engineer, Scholarly Doctor, and Vigilant Security Chief, which only cost me 38 points, which left me with 12 points remaining for my transfer officer pool. I also had 2 sway with the Klingons, which I used to purchase a bird of prey. When I chose my pool of transfer officers and drew 2, Beverly Crusher and Deanna Troi were both of my options, and I chose to select both to replace my 2 reliable commanders out of the 3. With my remaining flex points, I chose 3 titles for the Enterprise, the Baruch, and the Trial, as well as a modernized drive system for the USS Trial. For the Dominion Corps officers, Bodhi chose the Founder, Wei Yun, Eris, Talak Talan, and a Jem'Hadar II. With his remaining flex points, he chose to upgrade Class 1 probes on the battlecruiser, as well as part of his selection for transfer officers a Jem'Hadar first, which he was able to afford with his remaining points. For starting crew placement, Dr. Beverly Crusher was my Commodore, and was on the IKS Baruch in the captain's chair, Vigilant Security Chief in the tactical station, and Redoubtable Engineer in the engineering station, starting at Green Alert 2. For the Enterprise, I deployed at Green Alert 2 with Kalar in the captain's chair, Deanna Troi at the helm, and Commander Worf at the instrument station. And for the USS Trial, starting at Green Alert 2 with the Reliable Commander in the captain's chair, and the Scholarly Doctor at the helm. For the Jem'Hadar, the battlecruiser started at Green Alert 1 with the Founder as the Commodore in the captain's chair, Talak Talan at the helm, Jem'Hadar II at the instrument station, Eris in the med bay, the Jem'Hadar I in the cargo bay, and Weiyun 4 in engineering. Both fighters were deployed similarly at Green Alert 1 with a Vorta supervisor in the command chair. Coming up next will be the start of round 1, where the Federation has priority and the Dominion have influence.
Okay, here we are, start of round 1. And here you can see, just go over our setups here. The Dominion, in a nice tight formation. We have the Helix setup. We have 4 objectives that we are basically going to be trying to pontificate and essentially convince them to come over to our side. And then also some suspicious anomalies. Anomalous objects are on the board. Then over here we have the Federation, the USS Trial, Enterprise, and Baruch. And I started cloaked, trying that mechanic, so starting at 3 energy down already from being cloaked. Okay, so starting off, Federation does have priority, so I start with my actions first. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start with Kalar, who's actually commanding the Enterprise right now. And she is going to do the address action. It's a powerful action, so I do want to try it to inspire my crew. Okay, so the address action, I use my command stat of the Enterprise, which is 4 currently. And then I get to add my diplomacy skill. If any Kalar has diplomacy of 2. So I'll get 2 black dice. Now I'll need 3 successes. No rerolls. I only got 2 successes. Dang. Oh well. And Analyze doesn't do anything for me. Well, that was a failed test. Alright, so Dominion, who will be the first priority action?
I am going to use the Founder to go to yellow 2, or yellow 1.
Okay, so going from green 1 to, or you started at green 1,
I started
right?
green 1, but I can do 2, right?
2, yep. So green 1 to yellow alert 1 with the Founder. Very good. Okay. I will actually be doing a similar thing with Dr. Crusher on the IKS Baruch. He'll be raising alert level. I think only 1. I think I only need to go to yellow alert 1. Let me double check here. Yeah, so I'm just going to go up by 1 with her, but I do want to get that up now before the ready phase. So yellow alert 1 for the IKS Baruch.
Okay. And then I'm going to try out this probe.
Okay, so launch a probe.
Yep, so it's going to be 2 energy.
Guessing the guy there didn't have the skills to do it.
Right, yeah.
Alright, so you launch it like you launch a torpedo. And this is one thing I did wrong on our last game. Probes do have endurance as well. They have endurance 3.
Oh, okay.
But when it's time for the probes to take their actions, they don't have impulse, which means that you can choose not to move them. And you only reduce endurance on probes or torpedoes if they actually move. So,
Alright, so how do I deploy this?
So take this tool and you place it out the front, and it's similar to deploying like a torpedo.
And I get 1 click, I assume?
Yes, I believe it's 1 for standard probe setting out. Oh, okay, see that? So I'm sending out the probe.
How far away do I have to be from objectives? 2?
So it's sensors range.
Okay, so 4 inches.
So 4 inches for probes. Okay, probe has been launched by the battle cruiser. Okay. I'm then going to come over here to the USS Trial, and I'm going to actually have my reliable commander come down to the helm, and the scholarly doctor is just going to move off and be just in the section, and we're going to do an impulse maneuver. It's going to cost me 1 energy. My speed is 5, but I have the modernized drive system, so I can go 6 inches actually, based on my alert level. These aging Miranda class frigates. And one thing that you can do, Bodhi, that I forgot to mention last time, so when you're doing the turning, you can either turn before you move or after you move.
Oh, that's cool.
So you could do a straight move and then angle your ship how you want to turn. So I think I'm just going to go straight, so I'm not going to bother with the tool. And I think I will go ahead and go the full 6. Like so.
Okay. We're jumping over here to number 6, who is going to engage warp.
Engage warp. So forward to supervisor.
It's going to be 1 whole energy. And basically, I'm going to just enter system 2 over here. Can I be overlapping the token?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can overlap obstacles.
Alright. But there's no, like, downside to do that?
Not for these. If they had the unstable keyword, then there would be a downside, but they don't have the unstable keyword.
Okay. Well, we'll just sit on top of that.
Alright, so you are in System 2.
Yes.
Scimitar Fighter, number 6. Alright. Well, I'm going to stay here with my Scholarly Doctor, or the USS Trial, I should say. Then the Scholarly Doctor is going to come down to my instrument station. And we're going to search for objects, or search this object that we have randomly here. So that's going to be a science test which I have science of 3. And then culture, does he have culture? He does not have culture. He's very uncultured. But I do get to roll my instrument rating, which is 2. So I need 3 successes with 2 rerolls. Didn't need the rerolls. Alright, so this is number 3. Number 3 object is an ancient archive. It has the abundant 3 and capacity 2 ratings, and each space unit at 2 inches gains an advantage.
She's nice.
Cool.
So, an archive.
What is the abundant and...
So, capacity means that you can land teams on it,
Okay.
and abundant means that you can, let me look this up. Alright, abundant, so each unit with no advantage at 2 inches gains the following action. You can, from the cargo bay, do a gather's resources action.
To get 2, I assume, because it's
to
abundant.
get to gain advantage. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You do a science test plus commerce or fieldcraft, and you get advantage equal to the number of successes you roll.
Oh, nice.
Oh, to the maximum of the abundant level, but it's abundant 3, so you could potentially
Okay.
get 3 advantage from basically mining it. So, ancient archive has been discovered.
All right.
So that's cool.
My other Jem'Hadar fighter is also going to engage warp.
Warp speed. Okay, very good.
I can go up to 20 inches, right?
Well, so maximum warp is warp 9.
Oh,
Yep.
wait, it's 8 for me, so 16 inches?
Yeah. So your maximum is 8 when you're doing warp. So
Yep.
16 inches. This is like the maximum potential speed, so impulse, but your maximum warp speed is that.
So we can go up to...
All right.
He's going to enter System 1.
Entering System 1. There's System 1 token. Sorry guys for the camera angles. I wasn't at the camera, so yep, System 1. Alright, next. I think I'm going to be a little inefficient on my officer play round 1 and actually spend a lot of officers to start. I believe we will go ahead. Yep. So my bird of prey, the IKS Baruch. I'm going to do an impulse action with my security chief. He does not have one of the skills, so it costs me an energy going down to 2. We're getting kind of low. It's not at starting value. I can go 7 inches. And I think we'll just go straight 7. Like so. Heading towards this system.
Can I overlap this?
I believe you can. So whenever you do movement, like probes and auxiliary craft can't overlap each other or ships. But when ships move, when I was looking it up, it says that you check to see if you're overlapping another ship. So I take that to mean that they can overlap other objects.
Well, I'm going to do an impulse. It's going to be...
Pulse maneuver.
Energy. I'm not even going to bother to pronounce this guy. But it's the super professional... The menacing third.
Menacing. Oh, is that Talak Talan?
Yep.
Yeah.
That guy.
Talan. Yes.
And then we're going to go... Basically, let's see. There.
Okay. Then with the Enterprise, I actually think I'm done with the Enterprise. I think I'm done with the USS Trial, done with the IKS Baruch. So yeah, so I will pass.
I'm going to pass as well.
Alright, so now standby phase. We flip turn order, so Dominion, your first standby action.
Alright, let's check out this solid objective.
Alright, so how that works, we will do a pontificate, so it'll be from your instrument station, but you can do that because it's standby phase. You'll basically roll your command value of the ship, which is
3.
3, okay.
And I need
You
2 successes?
You need 2 successes, and you can re-roll your instrument rating.
Okay, which is 1.
Okay. You succeeded.
And
you can move the influence marker 1.
okay. Is there a reason to like re-roll?
Yes. So if you get, since there's no control marker there, you're going to score a victory token. If you get a breakthrough success, you get another victory token.
All right, let's just re-roll this.
Yep.
Why not? Okay.
Yep. And you still got the influence to move the tracker. All right, so you gain a victory token.
Hey, I'm already doing better than last
Yes,
time.
100%. And then we'll put a control flag there, showing that is under your control. And if I try to take that away from you with my own pontificate, that'll be a hostile act. And that'll
No
do that
thinking
for me.
allowed over here.
Yeah. All right. For the Enterprise, we will do a warp speed maneuver. So, yes, we're going to go ahead and warp. It's going to be expensive. It's going to cost me 5, but I do want to get in system and go up to warp 7, so 14 inches. So that's 12. Go ahead and then go 2 more inches. We'll just do the maximum warp value. So that is where the Enterprise warped in. So we are now in System 1. All right,
Cool.
back to you.
I'm realizing now I may have made not a huge mistake. I wanted to give out some drugs this turn, but
Oh no! Well, you could do it, but it'll cost you 2 energy.
well, it's only a priority.
Oh, it's only priority. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
okay.
right.
We're gonna check out this token. We're gonna do some pontificating over here.
Pontificating.
Well, I've got that, and I
Oh,
don't
wow.
think I really need to look for anything else. So.
Yeah, and you don't need to move. Wow, so that's actually going to give you 2 victory tokens, so I'll just flip this over
Yeah.
to the 3 side. So the Dominion is already starting off really well. Better than the Klingons last time.
Yes. May not talk about that.
I'm actually going to go ahead and launch a probe. So it's going to cost me 2 energy. So I'll get my own probe out. Field.
Can I activate my probe now?
So you wait
Is
till
it
we
after
pass
ships?
with all our ships,
Okay.
and then after ships, then probes and torpedoes move, and other auxiliary craft like that. All right, so back to you.
Yeah. We're gonna do an impulse move.
Impulse maneuver.
And so I can go up to 6 inches.
You
And
can either turn before or after.
I'm going to turn before. Actually, let me grab. Turn it.
Yeah, I know. Very nice. Just on the edge of the system.
I would not be able to enter with an impulse move.
Correct. Yeah, you would actually have to stop at the edge. You wouldn't be able to overlap. Which I think you were just like right at the edge, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, then I'm going to pass. I'm not going to do anything with my bird of prey.
I'm going to pass.
All right, so now we go to the ready phase. So I do my ready actions first. So we'll start with Kalar, readying her as an officer. Then I will do my, let's see, this is on the trial. Oh, I'm sorry. Before we do that, probes. So
Okay.
your probe can move, or you can scan that object.
Can it move and then scan?
No, you can only do one action with the probe.
Is there any of these that would be a hindrance to me if I reveal it?
There's the.
Let's see. I mainly just don't know what the keywords do.
Feel free to let me know which one
So
you're mentioning.
treacherous, unstable.
So treacherous means if you fly over it at warp speed, you have to take a test and could
Okay.
potentially take damage.
That one.
Unstable is in the hazard phase. If you're within 2 inches of it or on it, you have to test and potentially take damage.
Okay. So that could happen. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna move. I don't want to risk getting.
So it can move up to 4 inches. It doesn't have to go the full amount since it doesn't have impulse.
Can it turn it on?
Yes, because you'll notice on the probe, these are the axes that you can place the ruler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I could do like this.
No, so you'd have to lay it flat. So you can either place the ruler like so, or like so.
Oh, that's interesting.
Or like so, like that.
So I could do like that. Interesting. Can I leapfrog over onto the other side?
Yes. Yep. Okay, and since you did a maneuver, you'll then reduce its exhaustion marker down to 2. And then I'll be doing the same for my probe. I'll be doing a move. I also need then a 2.
Do we need sensors to see this?
You have to be in sensor's range, yeah. Alright, so now we go to the ready phase.
Yep.
I'll continue my readying. USS Trial, I will go ahead and do my Scholarly Doctor. And then we'll do Beverly Crusher. Then as far as movement, we're going to move the Security Chief, Cargo Bay, Reliable Commander, Cargo Bay. That's all my moves. And the ready actions, I will gain 0 energy back on the Enterprise. Kind of inefficient there, but I am going to form a team. I'm going to form an engine. Oh, nope, not yet. Not going to form a team yet because I want to get my crew value up. So that's it for the Enterprise.
Okay.
For the USS Trial, I will get 1 energy back. And then I will spend an energy to ready my Reliable Commander. And then over here, I'll just spend an energy. I'm down to 1 on the Bird of Prey, but because of my Engineer and my energy rating, I'll get 5 back, so I'll go back to 6 energy for the Bird of Prey. Alright.
Alright, so Wayun 4 is going to give me 1 energy, and then I'm going to get an additional 4 to go to 7.
Okay.
And then I am going to ready the Founder and Philoctelon, and let's do the one that's here, sort of Supervisor. And then for movement,
move 3.
Yeah, so the Jem'Hadar guy is going to come. The first is going to go there, and then the second is going to replace in the cargo hold.
Okay.
And then I don't think that I'm going to do, actually, might go down.
We're about to start the rip-down event.
I think that's going to be it for my movement.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no. We're going to put way in here. Final answer.
Okay. Alright, now you're ready actions.
I think that's everything.
Well, getting your energy back.
Okay,
You're
well, I
right
got
there.
that, yeah.
Do you, for these guys?
I do need to get
Yep.
1 energy each.
Alright, very good. Next we go to, now the hazard phase. Nothing is hazardous. Now we go to the hail phase. And unfortunately not in range for me to engage in a hail. It's my comm range. Well, my comms range is 9. Are we 9 inches away from each other at any point between both? Or it'd have to be the fighter.
Not quite.
Ah, so close. Okay. Alright, so no hail phase. So that is it for round 1. So we'll be back at the start of round 2 where the Dominion will have priority. Start of round 2. Dominion leading with 3 points currently. So, Dominion, first priority action.
It's time for some drugs.
Time for some drugs.
Eris is going to inspire herself with drugs, right? That's how that works?
Well, you're inspiring your crew, so you raise your crew dial by 1.
Oh, this unit is the ship.
Yes. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. You're basically sending drugs to everyone on the ship. All right, we will. Kalar is going to try to inspire the Enterprise again. So,
Openings, you're going to make 45 minutes. Future rules for eliminating, you have 25 minimum.
got it that time because I can turn this to any face. We'll do that. Basically, let me raise my crew dial by 1 on the Enterprise.
3 domain colors instead of 2. So if you have a champion.
All right, back to you.
Yes, I've got to
Same battlefield, you can use all this
warp
battlefield.
into the system.
Pull a battlefield that you don't like, you can choose to just have a blank. So that game that you choose a battlefield, just use like flip a battlefield upside down. Everything wrong. And then if you don't choose a
All right,
legend,
so warping in.
you can choose to draw an additional card on your first turn. Also, your champion does not have to match your legend. You can use any champion in the champion zone. It just has to be within your domain.
I'm just going to here. All right, system 1 marker. Hello. How's it going?
Hey.
We are
Once it is equipped,
close action.
use the text box.
All right, I'm going to do Worf. He's going to come over to the instrument station to do the mission action. Worf is going to pontificate.
It's already on unless there's like a mechanic.
So I get to do my command value, which is 5 now,
If it's already attached. But once it is attached,
and then I can add discipline. Does he have discipline? He does. He has discipline 1. And I get 3 rerolls. So, looking for 2 successes plus breakthrough. I got everything I need, but I do want to try to reroll for influence. So I'm just going to reroll all 3 of these for potential influence games. Alright, I can move the influence tracker once. Very good. Cool. So, I'll gain 2 victory tokens because of that, but I'm going to actually split them up. So I'm going to take 1 victory token and score it. I'm then going to bank the other victory token on Worf to activate his Qapla' ability.
Okay. So does that still count for like you having victory tokens?
Oh, as far as for flipping?
Yeah.
So you only count scored victory tokens.
Okay.
So technically I've only scored 1. If Worf survives the end of the game, then that will then be scored. So
Okay.
if it's sitting on a character,
Right.
then it's not scored yet.
Is it hostile to put a sensor lock on you?
No, sensor locks are not hostile actions.
Okay. I will take a sensor lock for
Okay, so you roll your op stat, which is the yellow one.
Okay.
Add your ordnance skill, they have it.
Okay, they do not.
Okay. You just need 1 success.
Well, I have at least 1 success.
More than enough. Alright, so you are yellow number 4, locking the Enterprise.
Okay.
That's not kind. Sounds a little shady, maybe.
It's a precaution.
Ah, I see. Precaution. Alright, Beverly Crusher on the Bird of Prey. It's going to order a warp speed maneuver so we can enter the system. There's a strong chance we might actually be going to, it'll cost me 1 energy, going to the Complication early.
Do we do it if all of them are scored?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, end of the round when all objectives have a control token on it. Yeah, so I think we might be going to an early objective, or early Complication, I should say. Alright, I can go up to warp 7 right now. 14 inches. I need to make sure I'm staying within 2 inches because I'm cloaked, so my sensor's range is reduced. That should be good right there.
I'm gonna pass.
Gonna pass. Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to pass now or not. Yep, I will pass as well, actually. I want to be more efficient with my officers here. So standby phase, turn order reverses. So it now goes to me. So I'm going to start with my Bird of Prey. And we're going to attempt to pontificate. But I don't get any bonuses. I do get 1 reroll. So 3 dice for my command stat. To reroll once, I need 2 successes. Alright, I gain 2 with the breakthrough in it. Wow, our dice are going hot, so I will move the influence marker and gain 2 command tokens, or victory tokens, so we are now tied. Alright, and that's it for the bird of prey.
Okay. This one over here,
Okay, Jem'Hadar Fighter.
is just going to do an impulse maneuver.
Alright, using an impulse, go very fast.
So you have a control on that?
Oh yes, I need to put my control.
And they get removed after.
Yes, so the complication will tell, though the control markers will be removed during the complication, but whether or not the objectives stay or not will be determined by the complication mission.
Is that really a thing I can do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you have a navigation 3, you can basically do a 90 degree turn.
Guys, we got both rooms up here.
I've already seen how this
We need
goes.
a- Thank you.
Saturday evening, play at final. I think it's under the weekly play. So it's February 7th.
Just messing everything up.
But I think that's where they have it.
That makes you solid.
You should yell like he did.
You should not.
Danger close.
Am I?
Potentially. Remind myself where I'm actually at. Alright, let's go to the Enterprise. We are going to attempt to scan this anomaly right here. So I need my science stat, which is currently 4. I get to reroll 3 times. Need 3 successes. Only 2 so far. I get my rerolls. Yep. First 2. And then analyze doesn't do me any good, so I'm not going to bother with it. So I gain an advantage and then look at what we have exposed. Alright, so gain an advantage, and we have revealed a dangerous rift with treacherous and unstable. And each space unit at 2 inches suffers 2 peril. Am I at 2 inches?
You are not at 2 inches.
Okay, fortunately, I don't get the peril, and then I won't have to worry about the unstable either during the hazard phase. Risky reveal.
Yeah.
Alright, back to you.
So I don't think so, right? Unless.
Yeah, that's 1, and then that's 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so just out. It is kind of...
Yeah, I
reading the
have
room.
gotten confused with these just because of the extra lines, which
Yeah.
is helpful for some things, but... Alright, so I have a sensor range of 6, so I can...
20 years down the road. Sorry, Doc.
Does it cost any energy to do that?
Nope, it does not.
Okay, well let's check it out.
Yep, so you need it'll just be your science stat and re-roll your instrument rating.
So that's 3, and my instrument rating is
This is the green on the...
2.
Yep. And just need 3 successes.
Okay, well,
Still a chance. Oh, no. Could not lock it down.
yeah.
Okay, then my last option is USS Trial.
This was with the big ship, by the way.
Yep. I think I'm going to raise my alert status to Yellow Alert 1. Alright, then your last Jem'Hadar fighter.
I don't really know if it needs to do with this, but we'll give it an impulse.
Impulse maneuver.
I don't know. Guard back.
We're running the same 60.
Yes, bro. What do you mean, bro?
Okay, maybe show them energy. Too big. Tell me what you're gonna do, like Ruby.
Yeah, tell me. Please explain.
Into the unknown. I'm like into the unknown.
Gonna just nestle up under my wing right there.
Okay, very nice. So now we go to probes moving, so I can do mine first. So I'm going to try to use this probe to scan this object, and I'm going to check see if it's in relay range. So how relay works, so I check its comms range of 2 inches versus the comms range of the trial, which is currently 6 inches. So 8 inches away, I'm in comms range. It means I get to use the science stat of the trial. So science stat will be 3. Probes, I don't have culture, so but I will get to re-roll 3 times to try to get 3 successes. 1 success so far. Oh, 3 successes.
Okay.
So my probe will gain an advantage.
It is number 6.
And number 6 is also a dangerous rift. So am I at, I don't think I'm at 2 inches of that.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Another dangerous rift, middle of space.
Okay. Can I do relay if I'm in another system?
No, so how it works is if, let's say he's in this system and this probe is here, except for weapons fire, you're basically considered infinite distance from each other.
Okay.
So,
Well, let's just roll my base of 2 dice with no rerolls.
instrument rating. So it should be 3
rerolls.
Yep.
And I need 3 successes.
All right.
Roll number
3 chances to get a double.
2.
Oh, come on. Oh,
I mean, there's one.
yeah, there's only 1 double on there, but I was like, surely. But, all right, so since you failed, though, your probe gains a peril.
Boo.
Yeah. The probe feels threatened.
I'm sure it does.
Yep. All right, so that is it. So now we go to the ready phase, and we start with the Dominion player.
Okay. So
I'm gonna go
I will spend an energy to ready my Jem'Hadar second,
Okay.
kill it.
and then I'm going to be readying these 3.
And so those 3 get readied. Then you would do movement, and then you would do the readying him in the cargo bay. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, because the order is you remove any peril on your ship with advantage. Then you flip 3 officers over. Then you move 3 officers, and then you do the ready phase.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Okay, so he's still like this.
correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You know what? It can't even kill it, but I'll just shoot it.
let's put. Yeah. I guess Wayun back here. And I think that's going to be my only movement.
Okay.
So I'm going to gain. I flip this.
Yep,
for
you already spent the energy for it.
And then I get 1 energy back. And then I get 4 energy
Yep,
because
so
of my
back to
thing.
max.
8.
Very nice. And then you get your energy recovery over here of 1 and 1. Very good. All right. Back to my side. I only have 3 officers I need to ready, so I've got Beverly Crusher on the Bird of Prey, Kalar and Worf on the Enterprise. Okay, and then movement. Get the reliable commander out of the cargo bay over here. Put him on the bridge. Same thing with my security chief. Put him on the bridge. Keep my redoubtable engineer as is. Alright, then ready. Still not getting any energy back on the Enterprise. Very inefficient of me. But now I am going to form a team because I have the crew will go back to starting. An engineering team will be in the engineering bay. And over here on the trial, gets 3 energy back, so back to max of 7. Then the bird of prey will actually get 5 energy back, but maxing out at 6. All right, that's it for the ready phase. And now go to the hazard phase. This is where we would look at these treacherous rifts for unstable, but no one's in range. Now we go to the hail phase. Since you have priority, you can have the option of engaging in a hail. We are definitely in comms range, and you can do it with either of these ships, hailing the Enterprise, or you can hail my bird of prey with. If you choose not to, then I would then have the option to engage in a hail.
Is there a reason why I would or would not?
It depends if you want to do your hailing action, which is at the top there of your diplomacy directive.
Sure, let's hail.
Okay, so engaging in the hail. So first you would choose someone who's going to lead the hail on your side.
Okay, we're going to do Wayne 4.
Okay, and then K-Lar is going to lead the hail on my side.
Okay.
So now we choose a trust token.
And so I know if you have the 1, it automatically fails, and then whoever has the highest.
For me, if I choose 1, it refuses the hail.
Okay.
For you, initiating 1 it doesn't mean you refuse hail. It just means that you're choosing a lower number.
Okay.
So.
And then the persuasive unit tests 3. Trust plus highest.
Yeah, I did that last time.
Leading officer.
Alright, so now we revealed 4. I also reveal a 4. So, now go to the tiebreaker, the first tiebreaker. Okay, interesting. Alright, so now we compare our diplomacy skills. Our diplomacy is 2.
Mine is also 2.
Okay, so now we go in order of who is highest player in order. So you are first player in order. So
okay.
You then are now the persuasive player, and I'm accommodating.
Okay. So I test trust plus highest
culture skill, which would be your diplomacy.
Okay.
Yep. So
what is trust?
So trust is the trust token just revealed. So
okay.
4 dice.
So I'm rolling 4 and
blue
then 2
dice
black dice.
And 2 black dice. Yep. No re-rolls, but you want to get. I think it's 3 successes.
Yeah.
You succeed, and also an analyze. All right. So what can you do with that?
I can move the influence marker 1.
Well, that's bad. Good for you.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping for that more than the other effect, actually.
So now we are handing out peril, right?
Mm-hmm. So I choose a unit controlled by each participating player, then add 2 peril to each of those units. I have a breakthrough success, so I may remove 2 from up to 2 opposing units to score a victory point per unit with 2 peril removed this way.
Yeah, so basically you give us peril.
But it can be any of my...
Yeah, you could actually put it on your Jem'Hadar fighter.
Well,
which probably makes more sense.
I think what I'm going to do is maybe stick it over here, honestly.
Oh, actually, yeah, it does say any participating unit, right?
Well, the persuasive player chooses a unit controlled by each participating player.
Yeah, so you can put the peril way over there. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, and then I gain... so yeah, where do you want to give peril to me?
Well, I'm going to be removing 2.
Yep. So you're going to give it to me, then remove 2, so you can gain a victory token.
Yeah. Yes.
So, very sort of counterintuitive, but basically it's like you're sort of hurting yourself with just this guy over here, but you gain victory point.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, very good. So now that the hail is finished, that comes back to you, to your side, but face up.
Mm-hmm.
K-Lar has a special ability. Since the difference between our trust gap was even, 0, 2, or 4, I can actually replace this with another one. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal my 1 and act as if my 1 was spent.
Yeah.
And then also, since Deanna Troi was on the Enterprise when the hail took place, she has empathic, so I gain an advantage just for the fact that the hail took place.
Cool. All right.
All right, so that was the hail phase, so that is it. So we actually, in round 2, have achieved the steps for the complication. So we are tied when it comes to the number of locations we control, so we're both going to each just get 1 more victory token, as opposed to someone getting an additional for having more. And then we will do the complication which will be the Dominion's Complication, because you got a Hail Mary roll. And then we'll be back at the start of round 4, or at the start of round 3, I should say, with the Federation having priority.
For the Dominion's Complication, we have Contested Territory. All directives are set to hostile, so diplomacy has failed and we are in combat. For setup, we will not be changing any of the objectives because we have 4 and the Complication requires 4. They are now strategic holdings with capacity 3. And the special mission action is secure the location. So you have to have a team on the strategic holding to test operations plus their skirmish, difficulty 2, difficulty 3 if an opposing team is also there. If you succeed, you can remove an opposing control marker, or you can place a friendly control marker. If you have a breakthrough success, you can do a remove and place at the same time. At the end of every round, during the ready phase, we will be scoring objectives, and each player scores a victory token for each objective that they control. And the game will end if one player controls all objectives, or round 6, whichever happens first. And at the end of the game, each player scores 2 victory tokens for each objective that they control. So coming up next will be the start of round 3, where the Federation has priority.
Okay, start of round 3, Contested Territory, Dominion's up 5-4. Federation has priority and things have gone hostile, everything is hot. It is just time to, this is basically controlling these objectives. What are they called again? They are called strategic holdings. Diplomacy completely broke down. Kalar got mad at Wayoon and we decided to just have at it.
Said some really mean things.
Said very mean things.
Over the comms.
Yes. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, because the Enterprise is not in a good spot, I'm going to have Troy. She's going to go up to the captain's chair. And then I'm going to have her do the priority action call alert and go up to yellow alert 2.
Okay.
So that is my action.
So what does that put your shields at?
Shields are 3 on the front and 2 in the back.
Can you explain that, like, weird movement thing so I can kind of get a frame of reference?
Oh, yes.
To where
Yep. So the different types of movements you can do a forward movement and then with normal turning.
Right.
You can go in reverse. It's the same as forward, except you're halving your speed and your maneuverability by half, rounded up.
Mm-hmm.
You can spin in place. It's called come about.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do a lateral movement. So you basically go side to side, and you basically put the maneuver tool on either the front or the back. And it's the same thing as far as a forward movement, except consider this like the front of the ship, or that as the front of the ship as your maneuver.
So like,
but it's also halved, rounded up.
So like, for example, if you were to do that, I mean, you could make it to.
Yeah, my current
like
maneuverability. Yeah, I'll just do this here real quick as an example. Could you put one of the half moon there to show where I'm currently at? So. Move this back so people can actually also see. So, half rounded up from my speed is 3. So I could go up to 3 here, and then I have to place it. I could go like that.
Oh, so you wouldn't be able to rotate.
No.
You just start turning.
Yeah. Yeah, the way I did it last game, the first time, was definitely wrong.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Alright, and then so my sensors are 4 inches plus that, and if I go, then we would get 1. And so 5 inches away. You know, I wouldn't even be able to hit you there. So I'd have to do an impulse myself. I'm gonna go to red 1.
All right, the Founder is raising alert level to red 1. Okay. Speaking of, what is your shield value?
Now it's 4 in the front.
4 in the front.
For the little guy, it's only 1.
Yeah. How far away am I from both your ships, actually?
So here we're like 5.5 inches.
Okay.
And then this is...
If it's beyond 6, then it doesn't matter because I'm not in range to...
Okay, yeah, it's beyond 6.
Yeah, beyond 6, okay. And the thing is, your Polaron beams have Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
It's Pierce 2, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means you can spend and analyze up to 2 times to ignore that many shields. So you can ignore... So my shield value would basically be 1 per attack if you get 2 analyzed to do your full Pierce 2 value.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are not really in a position to fight yet. It's not looking good. So I'm going to have Kalar. We're going to do an impulse maneuver. Basically, what I just did.
Okay.
Basically, because I need to get, I'm going to do a lateral, or actually I might just do a reverse impulse. It's almost the same difference, but actually, I think I'm going to turn after I move. So I'm going to move first. So go back 3 inches. Oh, and keep in mind that you can't beam through if you're at red alert.
Right.
So
Yeah, I wasn't...
So when it comes to your teams and stuff, just keep that in mind. So there, so I move back here, and then I can turn the maneuver tool up to 1 notch, or not the maneuver tool, but the Enterprise up to 1 notch. So I think I will go ahead and do like that.
Okay. Remind me again the keywords and what they do with that thing.
So treacherous only matters if you fly over it at warp speed.
Okay.
If you're at 2 inches, make sure I didn't put myself in 2 inches, I didn't, okay. In the hazard phase, you have to take an unstable test. So unstable means that you test your operations plus mechanics. You're going to gain 2 peril no matter what. If you fail, you add additional peril, and then an opponent can spend 3 peril to cause you to take damage to your crew. But your op stat is pretty good. The Dominion are good at ops.
Yeah. Well, and you have no other ways of moving until the...
Now I can't move again until the standby phase.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, I think that shooting things is really fun. So
Try to get closer to me?
I'm going to try and get closer to you.
Okay.
So I will be doing an impulse, and that is going to be 2 energy to do it. And I can go 4 inches with 2 clicks. And obviously, landing by this is not the greatest, but sometimes sacrifices must be made. To tool this. Actually might not be able to make it all the way up because I have to do basically 9 inches. That will be.
And this isn't like Armada. You can have multiple tools on the board measuring, and yeah, there's no rules like that.
Okay.
And you're also not locked in when you move. You can be like, you need to look further away or closer.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we'll try that, I suppose.
Yeah, it's not super strict like Armada is.
Let's see. I need to be 5 inches. We're good there. Let's just say that that's good.
Yeah, very good. All right, we're lined up. Oh. All right. USS Trial. My reliable commander is going to do an impulse maneuver. I can go up to impulse speed of 5, but that's not what I need it for. I need it to turn. So we will do our maximum turn of 2.
Wait, hold on. Actually, real fast. So my impulse maneuver because it was a priority, I may remove 1+ from a ship at 2 inches in scanner range.
Oh, yes.
So
Yeah, so
we're not at 2 inches, but we are at scanner range.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, your scan range should be...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So you can remove one of my 2 advantage. So I'm now down to 1. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Don't forget those special abilities are pretty significant, especially when we're going into combat. So I'm basically going to move as far as I can without getting into the system itself.
Okay.
Butting up against the edge of it, so I actually need to come back just a little bit. All right. Basically calling in reinforcements. We need help.
Well, let's do the drugs again.
Raising the crew level. Nice. More drugs. Making the Jem'Hadar happy. I will go ahead and then have Worf attempt to get a sensor. So that will be my op stat, which is a 3. Plus ordnance, Worf's ordnance stat is now 2 because of his Qapla' ability.
Nice.
Can reroll 2 times. I only need 1 success because your evasion is only 1, but guess I roll horribly. No, I rolled plenty, but I am going to use this. So these are ones that can be turned into a face, or you can save them at the end of the result. It's like a, forget what it's,
to get an advantage.
To get an advantage. Yeah. So I will get it. My advantage back that you took away from me. From being threatening. I think that's called threatening, isn't it?
It doesn't have a keyword in.
Yeah. You do have a threat on the captain's chair, though.
Yes,
if I remember
I do.
Yeah. So this is the Enterprise, who is ship number 1, and I'll put that we now have a sensor lock. All right, back to you.
All right, it's fighting time.
Okay, here we go.
The first Jem'Hadar is going to
All right,
go ahead and fire.
So what's your alert level right now?
I'm at red 1, so I have 5.
And you can spend up to 5. Additional.
Right.
So basically you have your 2 forward polar ion beams, and then you can fire 1 torpedo.
Yeah. Well, so the torpedo last time, you were able to dodge it. The torpedo here is going to go after...
Correct. Torpedoes go after the standby action moves.
Well, I'm going to try...
But of course,
if I
only have 4 energy right now.
Right.
So if you reduce my energy to 0, I'm not moving.
Yeah.
It gets to my turn.
Well, I'm going to try just a 4 strength phase polar on array first.
Okay, and then you get to use the first...
He has Ordnance 1.
Ordnance 1, perfect. And since you have a sensor lock, you get to reroll up to your instrument rating.
Okay. Which is 1.
So you get 1 reroll.
And because it's this guy, Relentless 1, so I can reroll up to 1 die, and for each die rerolled this way that results in a breakthrough, your unit sustains 1 skull.
Oh, really? Oh, yes, Relentless. Oh no, your unit. So this is an ability, Relentless, one that other people have. So basically, you can re-roll a die, but if it comes up as a breakthrough, you take damage. Your unit takes damage. So that means your crew down would go down.
Okay.
Because you're pushing everybody to the limit,
Sure.
and you push them maybe a little bit too hard.
Okay. So I have 2 re-rolls here.
Potentially, yeah. Well, you definitely hit me, so I'm taking 3 damage.
These won't do anything.
Yes, they will. You have Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
So you reduce my shields by 2 maximum. With your Pierce 2, you can spend reduce by 1, reduce by 1.
Right. Well, this is going to be my re-roll for the instruments.
Okay.
First.
You can't do another Pierce because you're maxed out at 2. So
and
you
then this is going to be my re-roll from...
Relentless.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. 5 damage with
and then,
Pierce 2.
Yep.
Okay, so that's really bad. So that means I effectively only have 1 shield. So I take 1 shield. Then I'm going to be taking 4 damage to the hull.
Yep.
So 7, nothing. 6 changes color, then damage stops because you don't have breach. But I take a damage card. It's a warp core breach, but this is an aft section. You're hitting me in the front. So if that happens, you basically draw the next card until you get one in the right section. So 4 aft. Fried conduits. So you assign to any station on the bridge That will make that station offline, and then my shield value in this section, my 4 section, will be treated as 0 until I can bypass the fried conduits to repair it.
Well, I'll do your helm. Or do you pick?
No, you pick.
Yeah, I'll do the helm.
Helm, all right. So the helm station is now offline. I cannot take any more actions at the helm station, and my shields are now effectively 0 on the 4. All right, second attack.
Second attack. So I've got another one of those. I have 1 remaining point.
So you'll spend...
I'm spending 3 to have another 4.
Yeah. 4 back, except no ordnance this time.
Right, but
you still get the instruments reroll, but not the relentless reroll.
Okay. Because it's...
Oh, wait, it says if he's leading?
It's while it leads.
Oh, yeah, so you still get relentless.
2 rerolls.
Which is in the yellow state.
And then I will use 1 energy to launch
a torpedo. A photon torpedo. Photon torpedo. And then it can go up to endurance 2.
It's going to be 1 because it has a sensor lock on you, so that means that it only affects you.
Correct.
Okay.
Or I should say it only affects enemy ships.
Okay.
Yeah, so like if this guy gets in range of the blast radius will hit both.
Okay.
So.
Alright. And there's no way for you to avoid this, right?
I cannot move now. Okay. I am at 0 energy. There's no way for me to get energy back because it's in the ready phase. Yeah, I'm stuck.
Well, this was exciting.
No,
I'm happy now.
And the thing that's really bad is that next turn you will get first activation because
that's
you will have priority next turn.
I'm not going to have enough energy to do all of that again.
Yeah.
But...
No, that was a very effective opening salvo.
Yeah.
Very effective. Okay, so my next action, I am blowing out the lines here a little bit for my actions. My scholarly doctor is going to come up to the bridge. It's going to cost me 1 energy. We're engaging warp, and we're warping in to assist the Enterprise.
Hey, welcome. This is...
But we're going to warp in to where I am not. I want to be outside of 2 inches of that unstable, so we're going to be just outside of that, but declaring that we are in system. We've warped in. The aged warship.
Welcome to the party.
Yeah. Okay, back to you.
So... I guess what I could do... I could do a warp to get in there and maybe throw a couple extra dice with this guy.
A standby action?
Yeah.
Potentially? Yep, you could.
But I kind of want to keep him by this to send a team.
To send a team eventually?
Yeah.
That makes sense too.
I think that I'm actually done with everything that I want to do.
So you're going to pass?
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
Okay, I am not done yet. This is a problem, but I also want to get myself... I want to do some shenanigans over here.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So first, we're going to have... Let's see, what's the best order here? Beverly Crusher, come down to the helm. Yes, come down to the helm. I'm going to do an impulse action. She has the skills, both skills, so it doesn't cost me any energy. I can go 7 inches in turn 2, but I think I'm actually going to do a reverse maneuver. I think I'm going to reverse. Yes. So I can go up to 4 inches back and turn 1, click. I think we will go back the full 4. And then we will rotate like so. Okay. And then if I want to do anything else. All right, then I will pass.
Okay.
So now we'll go to standby phase, starting with you get the first standby action.
Yeah. So if I want to turn about to face back towards this.
Yep. it would basically be an impulse action, so it costs you 2 energy, and then you just spin in place, and then you end up wherever you want to finish ending up.
Oh, okay. So do I need to like?
No, you don't need to. You just need to spin it in place. Yep. Yep. Nicely done. All right. Well, I'm just going to do this now. I'm going to, as a reaction, decloak. So I'll reveal my position. And
So you did the like really wild.
yeah, I was trying to do something very different. So, true position.
I figured you were much closer to the point to.
Then, so I have to line up like I am here. All right. All right. So there's where we decloak, and then as my action, standby action, I'm going to fire weapons.
Okay.
Now I'm only, well, if I'm in range. I might not be in range. So I'm not in range to fire any of my disruptors. Actually, we're in combat mode, so put the wings down. Combat mode. So I am going to fire a torpedo though. So so it's not going to cost me an energy. I have plenty of stuff. So I will launch a torpedo after you to start chasing you as you run away. Potentially run away next turn. Or it might actually, maybe, it might hit you this turn. Probably not. Because I can only angle it at a 1. But I'm going to try. And we're going to give it 2 endurance. So put a single torpedo at the front. With 2 endurance.
Cool.
Okay. To you. So your next standby actions.
I don't think that there's anything else that I actually want to do in standby. So
Okay. Gonna pass?
I'm gonna pass.
All right. So the USS Trial is going to fire weapons. So first I will.
All right, guys, we're about to start here.
So I have 3 weapons power, and then I can spend it to 3 energy if I want.
Okay.
Which I will go ahead and do. Make sure I'm in range for my actual phasers.
If you guys have any questions, please raise your hand, talk to us, keep it in the air until I get there.
You have to be 4.
I have to be 4 for one, 6 for the other.
Okay.
So
You're not quite in 4, but
Yeah,
you
not
definitely
quite.
have the 6.
Yep, so my 6-inch range one are my phaser emitters. Those are the ones that are split on either side like this. And you think of my math here. So I can do maximum of 6. So I'm basically going to do 2 from phaser bank right, 2 from phaser bank left, and then I'm going to launch 2 torpedoes.
That's a lot of guns.
It is. They're turned into glass cannons, these ships, but they're pretty fragile. They go down pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
All right, so first, phaser emitter starboard. This is all going to be into your front section.
Okay.
So, since there is a sensor lock, friendly units share sensor lock, so I get to re-roll.
Okay.
So I get to re-roll 1 dice. So basically, this is what I'm doing here. So, doing 2 dice for my right angle one, 2 dice for my left angle one. Then I'll be firing 2 torpedoes at the front. It actually can fire 4. 2
That's
at the front, 2
crazy.
at the back.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's all from this. This is a torpedo pod at the top.
Ah.
That's what's
Okay.
yeah. All right, so first shot. And then I'll get my reroll. All right, so 1 damage.
Okay. So that goes on my shield.
All goes on your shield. Second shot with the lasers from the and these, by the way, are also coming from emitters. That's what these are. These little phaser emitters on the side. Yeah. It's basically a weapons pod on the bar at the top.
Gotcha.
From the left. And then we'll reroll. Only 1.
Okay.
Oh, energy's down.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. All right, and then we will launch our 2 torpedoes. I'm going to launch both of these with only endurance 1 for both. There. This torpedo there.
All right.
And then going back to the Enterprise is also going to fire weapons. I only have 2 weapons power, but I am going to also launch 2 torpedoes as well. So,
Some exciting torpedo stuff.
yes, it
You
will.
can. I mean, you can just place them. I
Okay.
feel like measuring them is just gonna.
Yeah, they're basically going to explode right on your front.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll make them. All right, lots of
Do they
torpedo play
move
about to
in
happen.
the same? I don't even think that I can turn it in a way to be able to hit that anyway. So.
That is true.
So
All right.
detonate.
So you get 3 blue dice, and since you have a sensor lock, you get 2 rerolls.
Okay.
And basically my shields are down because my energy's down, so this is just pure damage. And they have the breach keyword, so you can go past 1, so when the color changes, you can keep going.
Reroll 1. Reroll 2.
Oh,
Wow.
4 damage on the Enterprise. So go from 5 to 4, we're still in the yellow. 4 to 3, take a crew hit, so crew value goes down, still in the yellow. 3 to 2, we're now in the orange, we take a damage card. Turbo lifts disabled. So during the ready phase, only 1 personnel on the ship can relocate. Interesting. Okay.
And then because of breach, you take 1 more.
I take 1 more. 1 more crew hit. Let's see, 1 hole left.
Okay.
That was pretty devastating.
Well, time for you to return the favor.
Yes. So, we will be returning the favor. These 3 are all in range to detonate here. This one will then move and detonate. So,
There's actually a chance that you blow me up.
there actually is a chance. Actually, this one I'm going to have go last, because if you blow up before the other ones, from the other ones, it might move and hit your other ship. So
Okay.
I'll wait. So these 3 first. Also getting 2 rerolls because I have a sensor lock. So first one. This is pretty brutal.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right, 5 damage.
All right. I think it's dead. What is that symbol?
That means draw damage card.
Okay.
1 to 6.
4, remove each of this ship's sensor locks in ready. And then this goes to...
That goes to the weapon station. So your weapon, you can no longer fire weapons currently until that's repaired.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then... So that was 2, 3, 4...
Yep, down to 3. All right, second torpedo. That was pretty, a lot bigger than I was anticipating. All right, and I'll do my rerolls.
I think it's dead.
I think that will kill it.
So I take a crew hit,
Yep. Down to 1.
and then...
And that's disabled, and then you go 1 more, and I don't want you to because now you're destroyed.
Okay. And then what
And
happens
I don't get
then?
victory tokens for destroying ships. I get it for disabling. So
And what happens?
you
It just removes?
just removes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the first 2 torpedoes. I shouldn't have removed this one. So this one was here. So now these guys will move
Okay.
because there's no one in range. So the first one will move. And still not in 1 inch, so no hitting there.
And so everyone on here is gone, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you have the upgrade escape pods,
I don't.
which I've never taken yet. So they have 1 more turn of endurance, these torpedoes. All right, now our probes go.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have my probe sit there.
Mine's gonna try
to
this.
scan the sea anomaly.
Yeah.
Okay.
With 2 dice, and maybe we do something. And I think I
You
get,
get 3 rerolls.
rerolls.
Yes.
So here's 2 of them. Here's the 3rd. Okay.
All right.
We'll get another peril.
Yep, another peril. The probe is imperiled. That's the fastest I've seen a ship die.
I feel like I didn't get to do anything. Like, I don't know.
For those watching, also the first test of the Miranda class, that can be pretty devastating. Hazard phase, which no one's in range of hazards at the moment. Then we go to the ready phase.
All right. Well, I guess fortunately, I don't have to think about this. I just have one person to ready.
Yep, and then you can then gain your energy back and then form teams.
I'll form a team over here. So this goes down. And does it matter for these, like what?
So the skills you need is operations plus skirmish. So probably your combat teams would be best suited. The assault teams. Yeah. Oh, as far as in officers moving, if you want to do it earlier, then I guess you need to move the ship first, then transport. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's how you can do that order.
Can I transport? Do I have to have, like, that can be my standby action, right?
That can be your standby action. So yeah, so like next turn you can use the officer to move the ship. Then in standby action you transport them down, and then for their standby action, then they take the action to try to take it.
All right, and then over here, I don't think that he's going to be able to do anything cool.
I
don't know, that kind of sucks.
Remember, you go first.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be able to, because like, if I move to get closer, then you just warp out.
Yes, potentially.
I mean, because you're going to be getting back.
I'll be getting back 3 actually, I also get my engineering teams. I'll get 5 energy back.
And you can move 18 inches?
Right now I can only move 10.
Okay. But you will be able to. Well, maybe you'll still be in. I don't know if there's anything like productive for me to do. Oh, he does want to make a team.
Yeah, I figured you might want to make a team with him. And just think about your officer movement before you form the team. If you move the officer to the transporter room, because you're already in range in an objective, you could transport down as the priority action to transport the team down. Yeah, so Bravo team of your assault team. All right, so for my ready phase, things are not looking good on the Enterprise, but we do need to do the objective. So first, readying, I'm going to ready Worf. I'm going to ready Dr. Crusher. And I'm going to ready ready K-Lar. Then I'm going to move. Alright, so movement. I'll go ahead and move the reliable commander to the cargo bay. I'll then move she doesn't have mechanics. I'll move my. Oh no, that's. I can only do officer. It has to be a relocate. That has to be that move. Oh, that's interesting. That's it for people movement. So energy back. So I will get 5 energy back on the Enterprise. I am going to form a team. It's going to put my crew levels at dangerously low levels, but I'm going to form security team Bravo in the transporter bay, and I'm going to attach Worf to them. So Worf is now security team Bravo. And then I am going to go ahead and form Security Team Alpha on the Bird of Prey. But not attaching anybody to them. They'll be in the transporter room. As far as energy back, we'll get spend energy and then get 3 back. And then here we are already full up. All right, that's it. We'll be back at the start of round 4. Okay, start of round 4. Scored objectives, Dominion's up 5-4, but Worf does have a victory token on him that has not scored yet. And Dominion has priority. First action.
We're going to try and transport.
Transport down, alright, so you don't have to test since it's not contested, so the Assault Team Bravo is transported down to the strategic location. Oh, I forgot to move this torpedo.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's what happened when you get served with Why didn't serve
To move. Actually, not. I'm just going to have it tracking you for now. Just go straight. Save it for next turn. Or this coming up standby phase. All right.
Something a little bit different. If you notice in set 1, we had a lot of negative.
Oof. Actually, that's what I should have done. That was a mistake. All right, on the Enterprise,
It can still be alive. It has to take 80 points of damage.
we are going to have Kalar.
Use the 2 zeros and it stays.
Oh wait, no, I really messed this up. I made some very bad plays in the ready phase because I can't move at all because my helm has a damage card. I needed someone in the mid bay to try to repair it. Enterprise is stuck. Let's see. Well, we're going to go over here to the Baruch. We have Beverly Crusher. She will do an impulse action. And speed 7, up to 2 turn. I'll move up here. Like so.
Okay. We're gonna engage warp.
Engaging warp.
So I can go double this or that?
Yep. So if you have the maximum speed on your thing, yes, you basically go 16 inches. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to basically, I don't know, still, well,
you would still need to be in the system to be in range of it to transport.
like completely?
No, since you're warping, you can actually be on the edge and just declare that you're still in the
I'm
system.
gonna still be in.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to stay out of range of that torpedo as much as I can, so.
Yes. I think you definitely outran it very, very nicely. Okay, so next.
Well, it's all you, because I have no more officers to activate.
Yes. I'm going to send my security chief up to the captain's chair. It'll cost me an energy. It actually will cost me 2 energy to engage warp. He'll engage warp to chase after you.
Okay.
I can go up to 14 inches. I actually need to be careful about this torpedo myself because I don't have a sensor lock. If it detonates, it'll hit everybody in range. Go ahead and chase after you. Just come up as far as I can get without ramming you, or bumping you. Technically, there's no ramming in this game, unless the Jem'Hadar do the ramming action. Alright, chasing after Jem'Hadar. And then here, I think I'm actually then going to pass.
Okay.
So, standby phase, things reverse. I'm going to start with, well, actually, do I want to take a shot at you before you beam down? But I also want to beam down. So I'm actually going to standby action, beam down my security team, along with, what else do they use? None of those matter. Yep, so I'm going to beam down my security team.
Okay. I am going to beam down my assault team. Do I get the...
So you shroud yourself by taking an action. Since it's in bold like that, it would be their action to shroud themselves. Alright, and then over here, we're going to beam down Worf and the security team he's attached to for the Enterprise's standby. And then over here, you can either do the ship standby action or you can do the team action to try to do the mission action since the team is already there.
I would like to do an impulse move. I'm going to turn afterward, I guess.
Alright, flying by the torpedoes before they can hit anybody. And instead of turning the tool, just rotate the ship alongside it. That's like better.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't that have me... I guess that's the same.
Very nice. Alright, I'm going to come over here to my security team Alpha. We're going to attempt the mission action. Okay, so I need to secure the location. Operations of 2. Wrong side. Operations of 3, I'm about to say, that didn't make any sense. And skirmish of 1. And I have 3 weapons power, so I can reroll 3 times. Difficulty's 3 because you're there as well, making it more difficult for me to try to secure the location. Well, I got the successes I need. I would like to... actually, I don't need a breakthrough. Having additional successes isn't going to help, so I will gain a control marker currently on this location. Alright, to you.
Okay, so what are my options with...
Alright, so you could try to do the mission action to try to reverse control, or you can do an assault action that's on the card there. Assault, that basically is team-to-team combat.
Okay, how does that work?
So you would basically roll. You notice how at the bottom it has your weapons?
Yep, plasma rifles.
Yep, times 2, so you have 3 weapons power, and you can fire up to 3 times, or 2 times, I mean, so you can do like a full blast of 3, or a 2 and a 1. And then you have lethal. If you get an analyze, you can spend it to do an additional damage to the team.
Okay. And how much?
So this is their health. Your health is 4, my health is only 3.
Okay. And there's no, like, defense roll or anything?
Nope, it's just straight up, you could take me out, and I think you'd get a victory token for killing a team.
Okay.
Based on your exploration directive, I believe.
Well, I don't think that there's a reason to do 2 and 1 or anything like that, right? I think it's just better to...
Just straight up? Yep, why not?
And there's no rerolls?
No, yes, you do get, no, it doesn't look like there's any rerolls for...
So 2 damage because of lethal?
1 damage. It's per hit.
But lethal would...
Oh, yes, and then you spend this for an additional one. Yes, that's correct. So my team takes 2 damage.
And then after a friendly team inflicts health damage to an opposing unit, I score 1 victory point.
Oh, nice. Yep, so I'll just flip this. You're now at 6, so you inflicted health damage. Very good. So we're already fighting it out over here.
And does that... Okay, yeah, I see the damage.
Yep, so yeah, I have the now 2 out of 3 damage on my security team. Security team Bravo, we will go ahead and test for the mission. So 3 plus their skirmish of 1. Only need 2 successes because I don't have an opposing team there to try to stop me. Success, so gain control.
Okay. And then I'm going to do the same over here. So I roll
your op stat plus skirmish on your team there. Yeah. You succeed as well. Let's see, any other standby actions? The Enterprise transported. So I have the trial here. I'm actually going to pass.
Okay.
Alright, so now we go to hazard phase. No one is in range of hazards currently.
Can I try and scan?
Oh, right, yes, the probe. Try to find out what that is.
I need specifically...
A double.
Yeah. I mean... Okay.
Dang.
We'll get a 3rd peril.
At a 3rd peril. Nice.
I guess we...
The probe is so... the AI computer on it is just very distressed.
Yeah.
Alright, and then my probe will just stay still. These torpedoes won't hit anything when they move and detonate, so they are now fully exhausted. This torpedo moves. And then it will have 1 more turn of movement. Alright, and then that is it for round 4. We will back at start of round 5 where the Federation will have priority. We'll do the ready phase, but I'll do that off camera.
Okay guys, I'm going to have to give you a recap here because unfortunately, I don't know what happened to my round 5 and round 6 videos. They're gone. They weren't on the memory card. I don't know what happened, if it was in transfer from my memory cards to my computer, or if it didn't record on the camera. I don't know what happened, so I apologize. I'll try to give a quick recap. So, sticking with the bird of prey. On that side, Bodhi formed another team in preparation to send another team down to basically make it 2v1. And then his first action, because he was first, he chose to then beam that team down. He had moved his officer over. And then my first action, I used my reliable engineer on the bird of prey to beam my team up so they don't get killed. And then in the standby phase, I had them reabsorb, disband back into the bird of prey. And then between Beverly Crusher and my reliable commander, I did an impulse mover to position myself better, and then did a fire weapons action, right disruptor, left disruptor, fired a torpedo. Then in the standby phase, I warped out of the system so I didn't hit my own torpedo and the other one that was coming up right behind it. So, on the other side, and then that ended up destroying the Jem'Hadar fighter. But that meant Bodhi had 2 teams on that objective, and he was able to flip it to score it for 2 turns in a row. On the other side of the board, I chose to abandon basically the Enterprise. I was not able to get any repairs done. I couldn't, and failed at some repair attempts, except for I was able to use my engineering team to repair hull damage. I couldn't get rid of the damaged cards, But in the standby phase, I was able to repair the hull damage to go from 1 to 5. Got an amazing roll for them to do a hull repair roll. Kind of disheartening for Bodhi when that happened. And he ended up just warping his Jem'Hadar fighter out of the system, just getting it out of the way. But with the Miranda, I used the Miranda to beam Worf and his team up off the objective instead of the Enterprise, and then I sent the Miranda after the objective that Bodhi took the turn previously. On turn 6, I then beamed Worf down, used Worf's action to take the objective, which was a mistake, which you'll see in the post-game interview. I should have used Worf and the team to destroy the Jem'Hadar assault team and then used the team to flip the objective. But anyway, I flipped the objective instead with Worf. Then in the standby phase, I tried to attack with my team by itself, did not do enough to kill the Jem'Hadar assault team. Then the Jem'Hadar assault team nullified the objective. He tried to take it back. He removed my objective marker. He was not able to take control of it himself in the same roll, but it just meant it was a wash. So I know me talking right there was not nearly as fun or exciting or engaging as actually watching it happen. I apologize, but I hope that was clear as mud as to what happened in the end game. And now coming up next is my post-game interview with Admiral Bodhi.
Okay, well, that was quite a game. Dominion victory, 12-1. I hope
12 to 11.
12 to 11, I should say, not 12 to 1. It was a 1-point victory.
Yes.
That's what I was saying. And a lot of different things happening. A lot of good use of teams and the different other special abilities of ships, and also a good example of how devastating a torpedo salvo can be. But also, even though losing your main ship
And one of the little guys.
as long as you keep playing the mission.
Teams are good, I guess.
Yeah.
I was a little worried when, I mean, that whole last round was basically me just like I've got one ship left, he's going to troll around in space.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's like, if you had attacked, like used Worf and like killed my guy with like the first action, then it could have flipped it.
That's actually what I should have done. I should have used Worf to kill your team first, and then have the team do the mission action to try to. That would have. Now that I think about it, that's what I should have done.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think about it till just now.
Yeah.
But,
because that actually would have flipped it.
yeah.
And if I would have disabled your ships instead of killing them, I would have gotten victory points. That also would have.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, the downside of the missiles is it just goes straight through and, like, it kind of sucks to lose a ship, but, like, it's not doing anything when it's disabled either.
Yeah. So, I'm hoping that y'all saw the very end of that. Something was going weird with my camera and my phone. I don't know what was going on, I think. But anyway, we'll see how things are in the editing. Hope it turns out okay. For those that were curious, the Miranda, just as a torpedo boat, along with the Galaxy class, being able to just put 4 torpedoes right on top of somebody is, from a combat perspective, is pretty effective. But for the Federation, when you don't want to actually destroy ships, it's bad for victory point generation. You have to be a little bit more mindful on how overwhelming your firepower is. Because I usually try to disable ships when I play the Federation.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It was fun playing with Bird of Prey, with the cloaking mechanic and chasing down the other fighter and everything. But I still want to play around with the cloaking mechanic more. It didn't come into play a huge amount because you didn't try to interact with me that much over there.
I was thinking about it, but like the game went by pretty quick because we went into the complication a turn early.
Yeah.
I definitely like. This was not how the Dominion are supposed to play. Like I went for the objective early. If I had waited around, then you would have scored and I would have been able to flip to combat like sooner.
Yeah, before the complication.
Right, exactly.
Start fighting earlier.
But like these were honestly a very neutral Dominion. Like, I mean, I didn't try and fight you until like that turn that I ended up blowing out.
Well, and you, with your opening salvo, you actually almost had me. One more damage on your Polaron beam shots. If you just had one more damage, you would have destroyed or disabled me because the torpedo hit put me down to the 1 health.
Oh, okay.
And it would just need 1 more damage to go through to the disabled state. So it was that.
Gotcha.
It was also that close to taking the Enterprise out. So.
Okay. Well, maybe if I rolled a bunch of doubles.
But anyway, just interesting how the different mechanics can work, and after you think about your attacks and stuff. But anyway, I hope that was enjoyable. Getting a better feel for it.
Definitely. I don't know. I put all of my officers onto the big ship at the start, and I was like, hey, it's gonna just like do a bunch of things. And I definitely got a feel for like, you can afford in the early game to exhaust more and then like have them slowly come back so that by the time that you actually need it all, like you have it. Whereas the last couple of games, I've just been like very limiting myself in the early game and then overexerting too much when it comes to combat or whatever.
Right.
I've definitely, like blowing stuff up is fun. So these last 2 games that I've played, and I think even the first one, like even though it's really not what Federation wants to do, I was just like trying to blow stuff up. I definitely think that now that, like the last game that we played, I was caught off guard by some maneuvers and things that you can do, but like now I can kind of predict those a bit better. I mean, it definitely helped, like you like showed kind of what the ship would be able to do, but I don't know, like I'm getting a feel for like where the officers, I still have not mastered, like I know that watching you'll have like 2 people in the red area and then like move them around during the actions. I have not like done that at all.
Yeah, so this is a good example. If you want to hand me your shipboard there. So how that works is each color is a section.
Right.
Then each individual spot is a station.
Yeah.
So you can have as many people as you want in a section, but only 1 person can be at a station. You can't move between sections until the ready phase when you move officers around. But when you're on the bridge,
you can move to tactical or something.
You can just, as long as someone's not committed there,
right,
you can move somebody down. You know, they could be in the captain's chair, and then if they'd be better at the instruments test, move them down to the instruments, or vice versa.
Right.
So that's the versatility of the bridge section. Move people around. As long as someone's not committed at the station, that means it's locked down.
Right.
Other than that, when you say you want to do the action, you can actually move the officer that'd be best suited to it to do the action there.
Yeah. I wonder if there's room, like, for the possibility of a ship that, because like this, everyone currently has 4 in the bridge, but have something that's like got 2 in the engineering and then like, I don't know, just like a different.
I mean, that would be interesting to see.
I don't know if it's like what they intend for the game.
Well, maybe, because we haven't seen a specialist class of ship yet, and the next expansion coming out, we're going to get more Klingons and then a new race called the Cardassians. One of the Cardassian ships is actually a transport. So it wouldn't have a tactical station, I don't think, because it's not a combat ship.
Yeah.
So that's actually an interesting point where it might actually have only maybe 3 bridge stations, and maybe an additional something else on the other end.
Yeah.
Which I think would be cool to make things different.
Yeah.
So,
well, I don't know. This, I think, was, I don't know. The last 2 games, I definitely did not play the objective. Like, my sole focus last game was literally just
combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and fight.
But you did play the objective this game, though.
Right. And I think that, I mean, I kind of did the best that I could with it. Like, I took the 2 points on turn 1, and then, I mean, based off of the positions of my ships, I played the ones as efficiently as I could.
And you had your teams on there to force my team off, because I didn't want you to get another victory point by killing it.
Yeah.
Or doing more health damage. I think that's what yours is. And then also flipping this one over here. I'm really mad at myself. Should have done more first to kill your team, because that also gives me a victory point for taking out a team.
Yeah. So that would have been a massive swing.
Yeah.
Because you would have gotten 2 more or 3 more. I would have gotten 1 less. You would have gotten an additional 1.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
So now that you've played all 3 factions,
I want to try.
Do you have a favorite?
I want to try Federation again because it's been so long now. I also like. it's just this like subconscious feeling that they might be the best one, and I don't know if that's just like you actually know what you're doing and I don't. But like some of the things, the tools that they have at their disposal seem extremely powerful.
They are. And that is not just you. There's other people that the game for now seems to be tailored, especially the way the missions are structured. A lot of them are tailored for Federation advantage. But
Yeah.
I think it might be required more play to get that figured out.
There's just like a few things, like being able to attempt the inspire. Like I had ways of raising my crew dial, but it relied on the mission, and it just so happened to be one that I could.
Yeah, but you also have the catch or sell white.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's what I ended up doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. This ship is pretty powerful. I definitely like that you can kind of flip into other factions.
Yeah.
Like this is probably not a force that you would usually see, but
No. And
it's
it's right now with Sway, the way it works, the only way to effectively do it with getting other ships in is with well, no, that's not true. You could actually play the Klingons and then actually sub in a ship from the Federation if you wanted to. You can't get a Galaxy class yet because there's no way to get 3 Sway at the moment, but as more officers are introduced and more different ships options, so like eventually for these guys, the Cardassians, they were allies in the Dominion War, so you'll be able to sub ships in with the Dominion and the Cardassians and mix and match once that happens as well. So anyway, so hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm just glad that I get to play this, been able to play this game twice in a week, so that's made me happy.
Yeah.
So, but if you're interested, I'd like to try to do some more games if you're not burned out on it yet.
Well, we'll
see
find
if
some time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always happy to play whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Very nice. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think, what you think of Sway, and what kind of fleet combinations you think about, all that kind of good stuff in the comments. And until next time, take it easy.